Hello, my name's Chela, and in this video, I'll show you how I made my T-Rex head sculpture. Hope you enjoy! So for the first thing that I did, I decided to put a magnet on the bottom as sort of as a base, because originally I wanted to make a magnet, like a 3D magnet to put on the fridge. Oh, and don't worry about the Elmer's glue. I use that as a stand for my phone in order to capture this. Sorry, I couldn't find better angles for this. So for the most part of the video, you're gonna see me mess up a lot. You're gonna see me try to figure out how to make this in this head, because I was looking at a bunch of references and there were so many that I didn't know what to do until I just tried my own thing later on. Now, you might notice the head gets glossy sometimes, or, well, shiny, and that's because I leave it in the fridge for a few minutes, like 15, so that the clay gets hard enough to work with. Since I ended up kneeling this clay too much and I didn't want to warp any features with my fingers. There's actually a clip of me somewhere in here pulling it out of the fridge. Now, I know I could have baked some of this before I added on details, but the thing is, the oven in my house doesn't work. So I have to, after I'm done with this, I'm gonna go to my sister's and use her oven. I don't know what setting my oven is at whenever I try. The knobs don't work. So I end up burning all of my clay things. yes, and at this point, I started to realize I should have made an armature instead of just using like 3 pieces of tinfoil. Because when you don't have a structure, you're gonna be just as frustrated as I was. I actually made this thing at midnight, all the way until morning. So you'll be able to see the light start to come in afterwards. I spent a total of 6 hours actually on this thing, but that's mostly because I was having quite a bit of trouble. I remember being so sleepy that I fell asleep at some point and then coming back to work on it. I'm rusty. It's actually been years since I've done anything with clay. Oh, and I had a bright idea of taking small thin sheets of clay and smoothing them in, instead of just carving them from the mouth in the first place, because that would have been easier. Now I realized for this part, I didn't realize I had to bake the teeth first before I put them in. I thought you just had to smash them in there. So, yeah. At this point, it was kind of tricky to put the teeth in. I didn't want to end up squishing them. So I had to be very careful. And thank God I found that little spatula. Oh, I'm not sure what it is, but I'm just gonna call it a spatula. I found it in my mom's bobby pins, so yeah, it was a godsend for me. Because it allowed me to make more details into the sculpture. Oh, and you'll also see me go through with it with a little piece of clay that I baked in order to make the scales. And there it is. This is what's like when it's done after baking. It's not perfect, but it's something. Kind of looks cartoonish. I think it looks pretty good. I had to remove the magnet because you can't have it inside the oven. So yeah, I think it turned out pretty well. On to painting. Goodbye.